I'm John from Expert Boxing. Today I'm going to show you guys some of my favorite boxing tricks from Guillermo Rigondeaux. He's one of my favorite fighters, very slick, dangerous, powerful, very fast southpaw. The first thing I've noticed about him is his footwork. Usually what most boxing trainers will tell you to do is they're going to tell you if you're in an orthodox versus southpaw situation that you should try to get your front foot outside. So most guys, if the opponent's here, they're going to try to run out here because your coach tells you that if you're out here, you're going to get lots of angles. It's a good way for you to hit him with both hands, and at the same time, he can't really hit you. Let's say if he goes outside on me, exactly. It's going to feel like he's punching over my back. He can attack me with both hands. I don't have a good angle to fire back. For this reason, many trainers will tell you to get your front foot outside. But the interesting thing about Rigondeaux is he's never trying to get there. He's never trying to go there. Instead, he's looking for this spot. He doesn't just go here. What he does is he waits for you to do something, and then basically he moves here and he fires the big left hand. And it doesn't matter if you block it or not from this position because you're kind of squared up, it'll push you back off balance. This move works no matter what your opponent throws. So for example, if your opponent throws a jab, instead of trying to go outside, instead of trying to go inside, I would go boom, boom, big left hand. If he throws a right hand, instead of normally slipping out here like what many guys would do, I would go boom, right there. If he throws a hook even, boom, right there. So it doesn't matter what he throws, this situation right here is always going to be good. And the interesting thing is that if I go here, anytime that we're in a fighting position, if I move here, my opponent's going to have to turn to face me. So he's going to turn, boom, now he's turned right into my shot for me. Basically, Rigondeaux's footwork strategy is he's looking to go here, he fires something from here, and then when you turn to face him, he fires something again. So he turns there, he fires into your square position, and then when you turn, you're basically turning right into his left hand. It works even if your opponent goes outside. So for example, if my opponent goes outside, what Rigondeaux will do is from here, he'll just bend and he'll wait. He'll just bend right here. He can't reach much. He'll wait. If his opponent goes behind him, that's what he wants. He turns and he fires. Again, if his opponent runs up behind him, outside his front foot, he'll just do this, and he'll get away. Now, some opponents won't run this way. Instead, they'll turn this way, and they're basically squaring up into a shot. So basically, he'll just go here and he'll wait. He'll be super patient, and then when he gets what he wants, he'll come back up and he'll fire. My next favorite trick by Rigondeaux is his tricky left cross. He throws his left cross in many different ways that are really surprising and very unexpected. So one thing that I've noticed him do a lot is when he throws a left cross, instead of just throwing it like this, he will bring the back foot up. Boom. He's moving around, he's very sideways like this. Boom. Then after you respond, boom, he gets the shot he really wants. So remember I said earlier, he's always trying to go here. He does that even during his right hand. So he might go boom, 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 and he throws it again. Another way that he throws his left cross is that instead of throwing it straight, he'll go a little bit over, like that, or a little bit under. So he's kind of a little over or a little under, and then throughout the fight, if you watch him, he'll do something like that, and he kind of keeps people guessing. They're not sure if it's going under or over. It's very subtle, it's very basic, but it works. The last way that Rigondeaux throws his left cross, I think is a lot of fun. He'll do something like, he'll get into this cowboy, this ninja position. He'll do something like this during the fight, and with his left hand from his waist, he will throw it overhand. So instead of from here, straight, he will go here and over, which is so surprising because usually when you see a guy with his hands down here and he throws, you'll try to block it straight on. Boom. What you're not going to expect is that. Boom. So it's the craziest thing, but I mean, he's just so fast that he gets away with it. He'll move around like this, and then just out of nowhere, he'll literally, boom, and boom, fire it over the top. Here, he'll be very sideways. It's down here by the waist, and then just from here, turns, and it flies over the top. It's so fast, he gets away with it every time. One thing that I noticed Rigondeaux likes to do is he doesn't throw right hooks. So let's say in a typical combination, you would throw jab, left cross, right hook, right? Rigondeaux actually just throws jab, left cross, and that's it. He doesn't throw the right hook. The reason why I think that is he doesn't want to throw combinations, because if he throws combinations, your opponent can counter. Let's say I get the first two punches in, boom, boom. From here, if I keep throwing punches, at some point my opponent's going to land counter punches. So what he does is he shuts the fight down and he keeps it a pot shot game. So basically the whole game he's this, boom, 1 and he's out, or 1, 2 and he's out. He doesn't throw the connecting right hook that makes it a combination. Here are some ways that I notice how he gets away with it. What he'll do is he'll throw a left cross over, it's kind of like an overhand left, and he'll dip his head in right here. And from this position, he's relatively safe. I notice what he'll do is he'll come here, an opponent's expecting another punch, and then he just pulls his head back. For example, he'll do something really fast, boom, and then he's back out. And the thing is, some of them freeze up because his speed just surprises them, so they don't fire back anything soon enough. But in case if they did fire back, this position is surprisingly safe from many kinds of punches. For example, if I throw a left cross and end up here, if he throws a counter right, I'm out. Okay, if I throw from here, if he throws a counter left hook, I'm out. Let's say if he throws a counter left uppercut, right? I'm out. So he basically just does that. He throws overhand left and then just casually pulls his head back. He doesn't come back with the right hand. He doesn't turn this over. Unless you're hurt, you're blind, you don't see it coming, he just backs it away, he slows the fight down. So now some of you are wondering, since he's not firing so many right hooks and right jabs with this right hand, what does he do with it? For me, it just looks like the whole fight is like his left hand, that's it. His right hand does all the controlling, it makes you react, it controls your head, it controls your balance, and then the left hand does all the damage. A lot of his fights are something like this. He's keeping you busy, he's pawing, and this is a very dangerous position because usually, 1, right here, you're ready to throw a huge cross. Boom! This is very powerful. And he's always here, right? This is very scary. His left hand might even be down here, and he can attack to the body, he can attack to the head. So he's usually doing something like this. If you come into him, if you go behind him, he'll use this and he'll headlock you, and he'll just wait for the ref to break it up. Or if you get behind him again, he'll kind of do this, he'll just kind of field you, he'll kind of push you away like that, he'll guide you around the ring. If you get in front of him, then he'll do something like he'll stick his forearm in your face, and from here he can fire shots. Another thing I've seen him do when you're in front of him, he'll put your hand behind, he'll put his hand behind your head and do this. I'm sure you've seen him doing this in a lot of fights. Another thing I've seen him do is if a fighter gets too rowdy, if a fighter gets too aggressive, he'll dip down, grab a fighter by the waist, just like this, and then just hug him. Sometimes he might even stick this forearm in to stall the fight down. So, I mean, he has no problems doing this, just grabbing a guy around the waist and then stalling the fight. Another thing I've seen Rigondeaux do is he'll stand perfectly sideways like this, and what he'll do is, normally how when guys try to get each other's feet, they'll try to step around to the outside, or they might pivot around each other. What he'll do is he'll keep his feet right in front of the guy, and if the guy tries to go outside, he'll just keep it in front and he'll be super sideways and he'll make the fight feel super long. If the guy comes in, he'll push his head back. He'll push his head back a little bit. Okay? Or if the guy gets his head in and under close enough, he'll just pull him back like this. If the guy reaches with the right hand, he'll lean back and just fire an uppercut right here. So he'll just keep it super sideways, and because he has so much distance, he'll tilt back to this one and just, he'll just check the guy. Just like that. My last trick for Rigondeaux, this isn't really a trick. I think it's a little dirty, but I've noticed he'll do something like this early in the fight. What he'll do is he'll make it look like a body shot. So he'll go boom. He'll come down like this. They'll pinch their gloves together, and what he'll do is he'll fire right below the elbows. He'll just fire to the belt line. It's like that, and then boom, and he'll just fire right there. The ref says pick it up, and then he's like, okay, whatever. But from then on, you see his opponents, they start to, because your elbows can't reach down here, so it makes them change up their strategy. They start to back up a little more, or they just don't fight as comfortably as they would. I'm John from Expert Boxing. If you like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel or visit my website, expertboxing.com. Thanks for watching.